Hey everyone, welcome back to Soulbound BB Stories. Imagine being a single dad, struggling to make ends meet, and losing your job just for helping an elderly woman, but what if that small act of kindness changed your life forever? Today's story is shocking, heartwarming, and will leave you in awe. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with someone who needs a little hope today. Don't forget to comment below and tell us what you would have done in his place. Let's get started. Mark had been juggling life as a single father for years, raising his 8-year-old daughter Emily after his wife had tragically passed away. Every day was a balancing act between his demanding delivery job and the endless responsibilities at home. Money was tight, bills seemed unending, and yet, Mark carried a warmth in his heart that no hardship could extinguish. On one chilly morning, while rushing through his delivery route, he noticed an elderly woman struggling to carry heavy grocery bags up a narrow staircase. Without hesitation, he parked his truck and hurried to help her, offering a hand with a sincere smile. The elderly woman, frail and trembling, looked at Mark with surprise and relief. "Thank you, young man," she whispered, her voice shaking. "Not many people stop these days." Mark simply shrugged. "I couldn't just leave you struggling. It's no trouble at all." He carefully carried her groceries up to her apartment, chatting gently to keep her calm. As he walked back to his truck, he didn't notice the young woman standing behind the door, observing every detail. Her eyes were filled with curiosity, and her presence would soon alter the course of his life in ways he could never imagine. Returning to his truck, Mark felt a quiet satisfaction, unaware of the ripples his simple act had caused. Life, however, was not done testing him. Later that afternoon, he was summoned to the manager's office. Anxiety gripped him as he wondered if being slightly late the previous day had cost him his job. The manager's stern face told a story before any words were spoken. "Mark, we've received a complaint regarding your conduct on deliveries," the manager said. "Unfortunately, we must terminate your employment effective immediately." Shock and disbelief washed over Mark, leaving him speechless, unable to comprehend how helping someone could result in such consequences. Mark walked home in a daze, the weight of reality pressing on his shoulders. Emily, sensing her father's distress, ran up to him and held his hand tightly. "Don't worry, Dad, everything will be okay," she said, her voice filled with innocent reassurance. Mark forced a smile, hiding the turmoil inside. He had always believed in doing the right thing, but losing his job for an act of kindness shook his confidence. That night, he lay awake thinking of bills, rent, and how he would explain this sudden misfortune to his daughter, feeling the crushing pressure of responsibility weigh heavier than ever. The next morning brought an unexpected phone call. A polite voice introduced herself as Olivia Harper, the granddaughter of the elderly woman he had helped. She had heard about Mark's kindness and wanted to meet him. Shocked and cautious, Mark agreed, unaware that this meeting would soon change his life forever. It wasn't money, status, or obligation that motivated her. It was recognition of the rare integrity and compassion that Mark had shown in a moment of selflessness. For the first time in days, hope stirred in Mark's heart, a quiet flicker that promised that life might have surprises in store for those who dared to act with true kindness. When Mark arrived at the cafe to meet Olivia, he wasn't sure what to expect. She greeted him with a warm smile. That immediately eased his nerves. "Mark, thank you for coming," she said. "I wanted to meet the man my grandmother spoke so highly of." Mark felt awkward, unsure of how to respond. "I didn't do anything special. I just helped her with her groceries," he murmured. Olivia shook her head gently. "That's exactly why I wanted to meet you. True kindness is rare, and it stands out. What you did mattered, more than you realize." Over coffee, Olivia listened as Mark shared the challenges of raising Emily alone, juggling work, and struggling to make ends meet. She could see the exhaustion in his eyes, but also the unwavering dedication and love for his daughter. "People like you don't deserve to be punished for doing what's right," Olivia said sincerely. She explained that she wanted to offer him an opportunity, a chance to work with her foundation in a role that could not only support his family but also allow him to continue helping others, using the very compassion that had caught her attention. Mark could hardly believe what he was hearing. After the shock of losing his job and the stress of financial uncertainty, this offer felt surreal. Olivia reassured him, emphasizing that this was not charity, it was a recognition of his integrity and talent. She helped him transition into a managerial role, where he could oversee community initiatives, organize outreach programs, and help those in need. For the first time in years, Mark felt a sense of stability and purpose. Emily's excitement at their new home and improved life only strengthened his resolve to embrace this unexpected opportunity. As weeks turned into months, Mark's life transformed. Emily thrived in a nurturing environment, attending a better school, making friends, and enjoying childhood freedoms she had never known before. Mark poured his energy into his work, discovering fulfillment in helping others and realizing that his act of kindness had created a ripple effect far beyond what he could have imagined. Olivia became not only a mentor but also a trusted friend, and together they worked to expand programs that touched countless lives, showing that compassion and integrity could indeed change the world. Looking back, Mark often reflected on that fateful day when he chose to help Mrs. Harper. Losing his job had felt devastating at first, but it led him to opportunities he would never have envisioned. His life became a testament to the power of doing what's right, even when it seems risky. He had learned that genuine acts of kindness never go unnoticed and that the universe has a way of rewarding selflessness in ways one cannot predict. Mark's story is a reminder that even small choices, rooted in compassion, can alter the course of life forever.